What's up, guys, ladies and gentlemen? Today I'm gonna give you 10 summer date night fragrances. And most of this list is compiled of a bunch of unisex fragrances, so both can impress when going out on their dates. There's only maybe 3 that's fully masculine fragrances, but the rest are unisex. The first fragrance on this list is definitely a unisex fragrance that's probably leaning a little bit more feminine, but men do wear it and they smell great wearing it. And when you think about a great gourmand fragrance that's not too heavy and it's made for this occasion, then I introduce you to, from the house of Xerjoff, and that's Lara. Now the base of this fragrance, and what I mean by base is once all the notes are finished and it's to finally dry down on your skin, that's what I mean base. So the base of this fragrance is caramel, vanilla, and cinnamon. At the top of this, you're gonna get some citruses and you're gonna get some lavender. The citruses consist of like a lemon note. You also gonna get like a fruity blood orange note. Then in the middle of the fragrance, you're gonna get some jasmine. Now the jasmine in this is very clean, very light touches of it. But when you're thinking about Lara, think about a lemon meringue pie with some creaminess. So this is sweet, creamy, citrusy, and gourmand. The perfect fragrance for a date night out in the summertime, and that's Lara. Now that fragrance was too feminine for some of you guys, but I know a lot of guys wear it. I wear it, get a lot of compliments wearing it. But if that fragrance was too feminine for you, try out, to me, probably the counterpart of that. We're going to the house of Xerjoff again, and that's Oud and Overdose. Now the base consists of musk, amber, and ginger. But opening this fragrance, you're gonna get a nice, clean, sparkling lemon. That's followed up in the heart with tobacco and coffee. The coffee making it kind of dark. The tobacco is very smooth. So this fragrance is spicy, citrusy, woody, and sweet. Lovely one from the house of Xerjoff, and that's Oud and Overdose. Unisex, but this might lean a little bit more masculine. But I think, no, I wouldn't say a lady could pull it off, but nevertheless, a very nice one for a date night out. Now this next fragrance up, I'm going to be honest with you. It was sent to me by mistake. I ordered it from Aroma Concepts, and I was chatting with this guy on chat about, which one of these fragrances that I would like. And he told me that this particular one that I would like, but his description, he was describing Shiyaki Blue. But the one that he sent me, and I didn't even know that it was a feminine marketed fragrance, because I worn this, it smelled really good on me, smelled very unique on me, and I have gotten compliments wearing it. But the fragrance that was sent to me by mistake, and that is Shiyaki Gold Rose. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I only seen 2 reviews on this fragrance, and if more reviews were done on this fragrance, it would be as popular as something like Delina, because this is a very nice smelling, unique fragrance. And it's one I think both sexes can pull off. Now the base of this fragrance is amber and peony. The peony making it fresh, clean, spicy, and floral. In the heart, you get this other floral note called Fragranpini, and it makes it like a tropical floral, sweet, spicy scent. Also accompanied by the lily of the valley. So this fragrance is very spicy, tropical, sweet, and floral. It's one that I should have reviewed earlier, but I had it sitting a while, but it's a very nice, great smelling fragrance that, especially for a woman. If you wear this, I'm telling you, everybody around you will tell you how great you smell. But men, you can wear it also. It's very unique, haven't smelled anything like it. One, I'm telling you, if the hype was there, people wouldn't be talking about it like Delina. I'm telling you, go out and get your hands on it. Very inexpensive, and it's one I guarantee you'll enjoy. Next one up, when you're thinking about summer date nights, this is the first thing that comes to my mind. And the fragrance I'm talking about coming from another popular niche fragrance house of mine, and that's Unwashed, and that is Journeyman. Now the base of this fragrance is Szechuan pepper, leather, cardamom, and tobacco. Very sexy. Opening up, you get this bitter orange that stays maybe a couple of minutes, not long. Then you get that juniper berry that provides like a piney, spicy note. You're also gonna get some frankincense that's making it smoky and resinous. Very aromatic, that's spicy, smoky, woody, and resinous. Perfect fragrance for a summer night out, summer date nights. While Journeyman is kind of pricey, a little expensive, it's one that kind of give me that same feel. It's kind of like in the same genre, but it's not anything close to it being a clone. It has some similarities, but the one I'm talking about, and I have worn this on a date, and this waitress, she was like, one of y'all smell really good. And the fragrance I was wearing that night, and I'm telling you, trust me, this is a very cheap fragrance, is Afnan Tribute Blue. Now the base of this fragrance is pimento, nutmeg, a clean musk, and some vetiver. You get bergamot in the opening, giving it some citrus feelings. You get amber and cashmere woods in the heart, leaving this fragrance spicy, fresh, clean, woody, and resinous. I'm telling you, every time I wear this, I get compliments. So if you haven't tried it, check it out. Check it out for yourself. I guarantee you'll love it. Up next is a house that's rarely ever talked about. It's unknown. Well, it might be known to some of you, but if you're talking about an Irish fragrance that's perfect for like date nights, this is the one to get. Split right down the middle as far as unisex. It has some uniqueness from most Irish fragrances, and the one I'm talking about is Van Cleef & Arpels Boast d'Iris. Now the base of this is iris and ambergris, but what you get at the top, when it first starts off, you get this very salty note, almost aquatic, but it's very salty, and later on you get some vetiver. It's woody, powdery, sweet, and floral. Very unique with that saltiness up top, powderiness in the base. Coming up next is one of my most favorite bond fragrances, and it's an older fragrance, but when you're talking about a pineapple fragrance mixed with enough spices to keep it from being too sweet, too spicy, just the right amount of balance. Now this is one of the fragrances I think leans masculine, so ladies, you might want to stay clear of this. And you're talking about one of the best pineapple fragrances out there, and we're talking about Bond Number 9, Riverside Drive. Now the base of this is a sweet pineapple, oak moss, and basil. Starting this off, you're gonna get a nice violet note accompanied by some patchouli. The patchouli makes it slightly earthy, but at the same time enough with that pineapple and spices to kind of cover it up. So the earthiness is more like in the background. Next up, you get some sandalwood, rose, and aquatic notes. So this fragrance is green, fruity, spicy, and woody. Very much enjoyed for date nights in the summertime. Riverside Drive, Bond Number 9. The next fragrance coming up is split right down the middle as far as unisex, in my opinion. And the fragrance I'm talking about is coming from the House of Cologne, Ideal Perfume. Cherry, vanilla, and leather is the base of the fragrance. Cherry is not listed, but the notes in here combined give you like a cherry vibe to me. A nutty almond is up first, some spices up next. Rose and sandalwood comes up next. Now the rose is very light, the sandalwood makes it creamy. So this fragrance is a sweet, fruity, spicy gourmand. The almond in this is not as prominent as some of the other offerings from this line, but it's just enough in this fragrance to make it very sexy. And that is Ideal Parfum. Up next is actually a cologne fragrance, and it's coming from the House of Allure. But the original to me is more of a summer beachy vibe. But the way they done this, it smells real close, but this one has some thickness, and the fragrance that is cloning is Creed Virgin Island Water, and the one that's cloning it is Caribbean Waters from Duo. Now the base of this fragrance is coconut and rum, but throughout the fragrance you get notes like fruity notes that consist of mandarin orange, you get some citruses, consist of like a lime and like a bergamot, and you're also gonna get this sugary note. So this fragrance is boozy, spicy, tropical, sweet, and fruity. Up next is actually a fragrance that's, although it's a rose fragrance, it might lean a little bit more masculine in my opinion, but probably 60-40 masculine to feminine, but both sex can wear this. And the fragrance I'm talking about is coming from the house of Christian Dior, and that's Umbre Nuit. The base of this fragrance is rose, amber, and patchouli, but throughout the fragrance you get notes like citruses that consist of bergamot and grapefruit. Pink pepper also follow that up, making it a little spicy. Cedar making it woody and sharp. And this fragrance spicy, floral, woody, and sweet. One I think you will enjoy, that's Umbre Nuit from the house of Dior. You're looking for more summer lists, check out this video. YouTube might want you to watch this video, but if you just want to subscribe to the channel and help support it, and which I do appreciate it, click right here. See you soon. Peace.